Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with our week 1 matchup for Pokemon 4 Glory Season 4 Low Tier Draft League. Very excited for this week's matchup. It is fresh start, fresh week. We're playing Uzi Gunner and the Thunderclap Titans. I could not be more excited for this matchup. I need redemption over the last time that we fought. So if you guys are excited, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. This first portion of the video is going to be a team builder. You guys will see some text floating somewhere on screen in post-production if you want to skip right on ahead to the battle. We're back to the good old rhyme and rhythm. Did a lot of testing with editing and formats and stuff last season, and come to find out you guys like the tried and true. So a little bit less work on my end, so I'm okay with that. So very excited for this matchup. Very excited to be playing Uzi. Man's cooked absolutely phenomenally last season. I'm very excited to see how he does in this season, and just been really nice to watch his progression as a player and a creator over the last few seasons. I'm very, very excited for this matchup. So all that being said, do I have anything else to say? I don't believe I have anything else to say. You guys are going to start to see some teams appear on screen right about now. My opponent has Okidogi, Slowking, Grimmsnarl, Kilowattrel, Dunsparce, Delphox, Decidueye, Sandaconda, Alolan Sandslash, Dipplin, who can terrestrialize into either Dragon, Steel, or Fairy, and Haunter that can terrestrialize into either Ghost, Poison, or Fighting. As far as like guessing any 6 go, I don't have too many strong feelings one way or another. I think Uzi's team is very well rounded. Dipplin, I have a little bit of a hard time breaking with these 6 that we are bringing. I don't know if Kilowattrel will show up because I just like Gastrodon just sits there in front of it. So I definitely think Okidogi will show up. Dunsparce, I also have a little bit of trouble breaking as well, so maybe that comes into play. Delphox, super fast. Like I said, I think Kilowattrel gets walled too quickly. So I think that if there is going to be a Pokemon that just outspeeds everything on my team, it is going to be Delphox. I could see Decidueye showing up. The only forms of hazard removal that Uzi has is Defog on Decidueye or Rapid Spin on Alolan Sandslash. So I could see either one of those showing up. I'd prefer to see Haunter over Dipplin, preferably like a Terra Fighting or a Terra Ghost Haunter. Terra Poison we'll have to play around as we get to it. But those are just my initial thoughts on the team here. As far as my team, why you guys are here, let's talk about what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. First and foremost, off the gate, we are bringing Razzle the Glaceon. Now, he is rocking his Assault Vest with the Ice Body ability. The ability does give me some recovery in the snow. Neither one of us have access to snow, or technically Uzi has access to snow with Chilly Reception. So if he brings that, we may be able to capitalize on some recovery there in a defense boost, but that may also deter him from bringing his Slowking. So I'm okay with that. We have Trailblaze, Ice Beam, Freeze Dry, and Shadow Ball. 16 EVs in defense, 252 in special attack, 240 in speed with a modest nature. We are running Terra Ice on this set. As far as any sort of resistances go, I mean, just Glaceon just hitting like an absolute truck, being able to get that extra oomph off with Terra Ice is going to be really nice. I didn't see the need for any sort of a like boosting item that would lock me in. I do want to be able to switch between Ice Beam, Freeze Dry, and Shadow Ball. So went with the Assault Vest with 240 EVs in speed. At +1, we are outspeeding Delphox and below. If Kilowattrel shows up with our Assault Vest, I'm very comfortable sitting in front of that, and we also threaten it out greatly. So we're really pacing just Delphox and below with that speed tier. Max special attack EVs just to have the absolute most damage output possible. As far as our spread goes, you know, Ice Beam hitting Okidogi, Freeze Dry and Shadow Ball hitting Slowking, Ice Beam for Grimmsnarl, for Kilowattrel, for Dunsparce. The Freeze Dry just being able to do a little bit more Terra Ice damage to the Slowking if it does show up. Walled pretty comfortably by like a Terra Steel Dipplin, so just something to keep in mind there as far as it goes. But that is going to be our first Pokemon. Second Pokemon that we are bringing this week. If we're bringing Razzle, we're bringing Dazzle, baby. Dazzle's showing up. He's got leftovers, and he's actually he's got the Sticky Hold ability. Recover, Spikes, Earth Power, and Ice Beam. We have 128 EVs in HP, 132 in defense, and 248 in special defense with a Calm Nature. A lot of my Pokemon can get some really good benefit from running a little bit of mixed defense, and Gastrodon is one of them. Spikes go a long way in this matchup. I'm really not looking to rocks too much. I think Spikes are going to be really good for stuff like just wearing down Grimmsnarl, being able to chip Slowking a little bit consistently. We can get up the multiple layers if we need to. We have a spin blocker if needed. Decidueye, I'm up in the air on it. I've got a lot of really strong Pokemon that threaten Decidueye, so I don't know if that'll show up to play. But went with Sticky Hold over Storm Drain. I'm really leaning on the lack of a Slowking answer there. And if Slowking does show up, I don't think it would ever go for a water move in front of me in fear of the Storm Drain boosting my special attack. So I went with Sticky Hold. He does have a large amount of like very strong knockoff users, and then he also does have Magician on the Delphox, so just something to keep my built-in recovery a little bit better, I felt was nice. Recovery just to continue that longevity, spikes as we talked about, and then just dual offensive pressure with Earth Power on Ice Beam, Earth Power hitting the Okidogi, either one hitting Slowking, Earth Power for Slowking, either one hitting Grimmsnarl, probably Earth Power just to get the stab boost. Ice Beam on Kilowattrel, Earth Power onto Dunsparce on Delphox, Ice Beam on Decidueye, Ice Beam on Sandaconda, Earth Power on Alolan Sandslash. Depending on the Dipplin spread, either Earth Power or Ice Beam could be good. And then same thing with the, actually only Ice Beam for Haunter because of its Levitate ability. So I don't think anything too crazy to say there. Meant to take a little bit more of some specially offensive hits, but one thing to note is that we do have some defensive investment there just to help out with some physical threats like Alolan Sandslash, like Sandaconda. Just take them a little bit better. Maybe go for a last-ditch effort layer of spikes. Maybe just get some extra chip off with like Earth Power or Ice Beam. Depending on the rolls, maybe go for a recover and just keep us in the game a little bit longer. Next Pokemon we are bringing Cherry Bomb. She's holding her Life Orb with the Intimidate ability. We have Agility, Crunch, Gunk Shot, and Liquidation. 252 EVs in attack, 68 in special defense, 188 in speed with an Adamant Nature. With this speed at +2, after an Agility, we are outspeeding Scarf Delphox, so Scarf Kilowattrel could be a thing like that would outspeed me, but we're outspeeding the fastest Pokemon on Uzi's side of the field after an Agility. And then prior to going for an Agility, we do outspeed everything as far as like Sandslash and below. So we're outspeeding Slowking, Grimmsnarl, the Dunsparce, Alolan Sandslash, and Dipplin. So being able to just toss off some big hits into some Meteor Mons is always good. Agility being able to get us to +2 and outspeed everything is really nice. It may seem a little odd to bring Intimidate when he does have the Guard Dog Okidogi there. I didn't find any benefit in going for Swift Swim and running Rain Dance. I didn't find any benefit in running like Poison Point. And outside of Okidogi, I would like to Intimidate quite a few of his Mons. Grimmsnarl has 120 base attack, Dunsparce 100, Decidueye 107, Sandaconda 107, Alolan Sandslash 100. I mean, just some very offensive Pokemon that I need to be careful about my Intimidates. If I can hopefully bring in Overquill prior to Okidogi switching in, that would be beneficial so I don't pop the Guard Dog. But after some good chip damage, Overquill has the potential to do some really nice late game sweeping, which I'm looking forward to. Next up here, we are bringing Alistair, the Rotom Heats. He is rocking his heavy duty boots with the Levitate ability, Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, and Shadow Ball. We have 192 EVs in defense, 108 in special defense, 208 in speed with a Timid Nature. At that speed, we are hitting a little bit higher there. We are outpacing max speed Okidogi by 1 point. I believe there's an EV skip right there. Yep, 284 to 286. So we're outspeeding max speed Okidogi and below. So Okidogi, Slowking, Grimmsnarl, the Dunsparce, Decidueye, Sandaconda, Alolan Sandslash, and Dipplin. We're outspeeding all of those naturally. No EVs in HP. I actually like side hand learned this tech from Shady Penguin last season. Keep my HP lower and go for the Pain Split so I can get more recovery off of them and bring them lower. So really like that tech. Shout out to my grandfather. Volt Switch is really nice for the momentum. Only having the one ground type in Sandaconda, being able to Will-O-Wisp that or Pain Split off at 72 base HP could be really nice. Tossed around the idea of like Hex. Do I want to run Hex? Do I want to run Shadow Ball for a little bit more consistent damage? Ended up going with Shadow Ball. We'll see if it ends up making any sort of a difference there. Really wanted this thing to be able to Pain Split off some of the fatter Mons. You know, Okidogi, Slowking, Grimmsnarl, even Kilowattrel has 70 HP if it shows up. I mean, almost Uzi's entire team has a higher HP stat than Rotom except for Haunter, and I'm never going to Pain Split on Haunter. I need to attack that thing and put it down. So that's really the idea there. Will-O-Wisp, some of those more physical threats like the Grimmsnarl, the Okidogi, things of that nature, just to kind of nerf them a little bit. And then Shadow Ball, just good neutral overall coverage, I feel. Next Pokemon we are bringing is Angel Dust, the Hitmontop. He's rocking the Assault Vest. We got 2 AV users this weekend. Didn't want to bring anything like, I know, not Decidueye, excuse me. I know Gastrodon seems very, like, definite special defensive, but on top of the physical threats, you know, Slowking has 100 base special attack, Kilowattrel 105, Delphox 114, Decidueye, if it's not physical, has 100 special attack, Haunter 115, so Just wanted to kind of give myself a little bit more breathing room with a lot of those specially offensive threats. Angel Dust, so the Assault Vest, the Technician ability, not the Intimidate ability. Sounds a little weird, but just hang in there with me for a minute. Rapid Spin, Sucker Punch, Triple Axle, and Earthquake. We have 252 EVs in attack just for the maximum damage output without running a boosting nature. 28 EVs in special defense just to give our Assault Vest a little bit more well optimized there, a little bit better stat to work with. And then 228 in speed with a Jolly Nature. At this speed tier, 256 at +1, we're outspeeding Uzi's entire team. And frankly, Ice and Ground go very hard against him. Earthquake being able to hit the Okie Dokie, Earthquake or Sucker Punch hitting the Slow King. Grimmsnarl can be a little bit problematic, but Technician boosted Triple Axle can be very, very nice. I am not running fighting coverage for the Dunsparce, which seems a little so we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. Sucker Punch hits a fast Delphox. Earthquake hits Delphox if I'm outspeeding it already after a Rapid Spin. Triple Axle hitting the Decidueye, the Sandaconda. Earthquake hitting the Alolan Sandslash. Diplin, Dragon, we go for the Triple Axle. Steel, we go for the Earthquake. Fairy, we pray at that point. And then Haunter, we obviously can't go for an Earthquake, so Triple Axle is probably going to be our best move just to make sure it doesn't set up with any like nasty plot shenanigans or something along those lines there. Last Pokemon we are bringing. Very hopeful for this Pokemon. It happened to me week 1 last season, and I have to pay it forward. We are bringing Zestial the Drifblim. He is rocking the Key Berry with the Unburden ability. We have Strength Sap, Calm Mind, Shadow Ball, and Air Slash. 232 EVs in HP, 84 in defense, 56 in special attack, 136 in speed with a Tib in nature. At the Unburden boost, we are outspeeding Scarf, Delphox, and below, very similar to the Overquill speed stat. Prior to hand, we are outspeeding a lot of those same common threats, so Alolan Sandslash, Grimmsnarl, etc. I went back and forth on this quite a bit between like Culberberry and Keyberry, and it really comes down to where I feel his Okie Dokie is going to run, if it's a bulk up 3 attack set or if it is a banded set. If it is a bulk up 3 attack set, I feel better having the Keyberry because that'll give me a little bit more opportunity to go for a Strength Sap or something like quickly afterwards to grab it back. If it's just constant banded damage, like I feel like we're just going to find ourselves in a little bit of a scenario of really hoping we don't get crit. So I do like the Keyberry just being able to boost our defense so that way even if he does switch out, we still have a lot of that resistance around for some of the more physically offensive Pokemon that he's got. Calm Mind helps us set up and patch up that special defense. We're obviously getting the defense boost from the Keyberry if we're attacked on it from the physical side. For those who don't know what the Keyberry does, I apologize. It raises the holder's defense by 1 stage after it is hit by a physical attack. I know I've got that on the layout in post-production, but if I don't talk about it, I don't want someone to walk away without having that information. So Calm Mind there to help boost alongside there. And then Shadow Ball and Air Slash, just dual stab from Drifblim, do very, very good things. I mean, Air Slash against Okie Dokie, Shadow Ball against Slow King, Air Slash against Grimmsnarl, Shadow Ball for Kilowattrel, Air Slash for the Dunsparce, Shadow Ball for Delphox, Air Slash for Decidueye, dual stab for Sandaconda, Shadow Ball for the Alolan Sandslash. Diplin, we can do either if it's Terra Dragon, Terra Steel, we're going to go with our Shadow Balls. Fairy, we can do either dual stab. Haunter, we just are going to like just blow backwards because it's very not bulky. So really doesn't matter. We're always going to go for a Shadow Ball against that thing unless it is Terra Fighting. Then we can go for an Air Slash. But hopefully after some Calm Mind boost, we find ourselves in a little bit better of a position to handle Haunter if it gets out of control. But that is going to be the team. Let me know what you guys think going into our week 1 matchup in the comment section down below. I'm going to cut to team preview and I'll see you guys there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with our week 1 match in Pokemon for Glory, taking on Uzi Gunner and the Thunderclap Titans. I've got a score to settle after last season. If you guys missed the team builder, you're going to miss out on what we're bringing and why we're bringing it. So just a quick recap. We've got Glaceon, AV, Terra Ice, super offensive, a little bit mixed defense, Gastrodon, agility, Life Orb, Overquill, mixed defense, Rotom Heat, AV, Rapid Spin, Hitmontop, and then hopefully a little bit of a cheeky Drifblim set with Keyberry, Unburden, Strength Set, a little bit of shenanigans there. So we're looking forward to this matchup. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Check out Uzi's channel. I will see you guys at team preview. All right, so Uzi has the Slow King, the Haunter. No to Dunsparce makes me feel a little bit better. Sandaconda, Alolan Sandslash, Okie Dokie, and the Delphox. So no Kilowattrel is interesting. I mean, Delphox still outspeeds. Delphox and Haunter still outspeed the entirety of my team naturally without our counter prep work. So that is good to know here. Let me just make sure that I've got my notes here. There's no Grimmsnarl, which is always a good thing. There is no Kilowattrel. No Dunsparce. Delphox. No Decidueye. Makes me feel really good. No Diplins. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Okay. So thinking about leads. Thinking about leads as far as what do we need first. I do like leading with Dazzle just to get some spikes up. We do have Zestial as a spin blocker if we need to against the Alolan Sandslash, so I don't hate that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's lead off with Dazzle. I think a spike goes a long way in this matchup. So we'll see exactly what it wants to do. I'm assuming Slowking has Regenerator, Haunter, Levitate, Sandaconda, maybe Shed Skin, question mark. Alolan Sandslash gonna have the Slush Rush. Okie dokie, probably Guard Dog if I had to say. And then Delphox could be either Magician or Blaze, depending on the set that he wants to run. So let's see what exactly we've got here. I think Dazzle's a great lead overall. Earth Power and Ice Beam go really nice into his team. Leads off with Tamamo, which is the Delphox. Okay. I could see like a Trick go off here. What is it? Energy Ball. Oh. No, this thing doesn't get Energy Ball. It gets Grass Knot. So we have a really good, so if it's like Power Herb, Solar Beam, we do not live. If it's Grass Knot, we live, max special attack. Even with a Life Orb, I'm pretty sure we're still, yeah, even with Life Orb, we're still living a Grass Knot here. So I am just going to go for, I'm just going to go for a Spike early game. See what he wants to go for here. He could attack what's in front of him. He could make a good switch. Either way. I think unless it is, like I said, Power Herb, Solar Beam. Calm Mind. Okay. So at +1, Grass Knot does have a chance to kill if Life Orb. Otherwise, we can... How do I want to go about this here? I think just getting as much damage off on this thing as possible with an Earth Power. I could threaten with Earthquake. So he may go for the attack here. But we know not choiced, which is always a good thing. Earth Power should be doing a little under half if this is standard investment at +1. And then a +2, this is doing around 30-ish. So, like I said, we still have the Grass Knot. Reflect. Okay. Good damage there. Good damage. Speed F drop. Cheeky speed F drop. Ooh, look at me go. What do we got? Weakness policy? Oh, good. Weakness policy. Great. Fantastic. So that is now +3. I'm going to stay in and click Earth Power. Like a Psychic probably does a good amount of damage to me. 69 to 82. I mean, we still have like even Psychic or Psyshock. Psychic 69 to 82. Looking beautiful. And the Magician. Okay. Earth Power doing a great amount of damage there. That looks like pretty good. That looks like pretty good range for Hitmontop. Now, part of me does want to. What do I need? What do I need? What do I need? What do I need Gastrodon for? We've got a Spike up. We could switch into Overquill here on the Psychic potentially. I don't hate that idea. But if he makes the prediction and goes for like a coverage move, then I'm in a little bit of trouble here. So I'm just going to go for Recover. Maybe he'll overpredict. Goes for another Psychic. Okay, that is fine. Delphox KOs Gastrodon with Psychic. Okay. That is fine with me. Oh, now it stole the leftovers because I'm dead? That's unfortunate. That's a little unfortunate. So I want to probably... How is Rotom Heat taking a... How is Rotom Heat taking a +3 Psychic? Not well. Not well. Okay. What about Driftblim? Okay. Let's go out into Hitmontop here. We're going to play the Sucker Punch mind games. We're going to play the Sucker Punch mind games here. A lot of priority going my way. Reflect is still up, but obviously at this range, a Sucker Punch would knock him out. So, could go for a Fake Out. Could be calcing for something like a Mach Punch. I just want to play safe and go for a Sucker Punch here. All right, Sucker Punch is going to take this thing out. Beautiful. Okay, that was going to get worrisome really quickly. Hitmontop, KOs, Delphox with Sucker Punch. Okay, big threat out of the way, and we have a Spike Up. I think we're actually not in the world's worst spot here. That was a really, really scary Pokemon, and I'm glad that we were able to get it taken care of accordingly. Now, Slowking could come in. Haunter we OHKO with Sucker. We've got a lot of speed investments. Slowking or Sandaconda maybe might be the play there. We certainly don't want to stay in on Okidogi for sure. So we could swap into our Drifblim on that, just to take that with the Culver Berry. Oh, we're still Keyberry, not Culver Berry. Oh, I was running my calcs wrong. Oh no. Rip. Yeah, I was definitely doing some calcs with Culver Berry, and I did not make that translation into the game in time, so we still got our Keyberry set, which is fine. So here's the thing. We obviously know Sucker Punch does a great amount of damage here. Where is Triple Axle running me against this thing? Haunter, just a random choice Scarf set with, like, Psychic, maybe? Triple Axle, 128 to 151. Ghost, we're knocking out. Poison, we're knocking out. And Fighting, we're knocking out here. So I'm just going to go for a Triple Axle here. Terrastalize is okay. We do see Terra Poison. Okay. Sludge Bomb should be doing 45 to 53. Even Specs is a 2-hit KO, so... What's for Nasty Plot? All right. This is Eviolite? Oh, maybe it's not Eviolite. Maybe I'm just dumb. So we've seen the Sucker Punch, right? We've seen the Sucker Punch. So +2, Sludge Bomb 89 to 106. That's a chance, 37.5% chance to OHKO, so it's in my favor to live if he's timid. With no Reflect Up, we should be able to knock him out. Sludge Wave. Oh, that might knock me out. 94? Nope, not in my favor. Could be Modest, could be something else. Haunter KOs. We don't see any Life Orb or anything like that, which is fine. Haunter KOs Hitmontop with Sludge Wave. Okay. I doubt... Is this Cherry Bomb time here? Haunter, Terra Poison, +2. We would live and knock it back out with Crunch. So let's go into Cherry Bomb here. I will just go for the crunch here, right? Yeah, a +2 focus blast has a chance to knock me out. But sludge wave 78 to 92, we're okay about. There's sludge wave 78 to 92. 55. Okay, so we should be able to knock this thing out with a crunch. Beautiful. All right, we're trading tip for tat right now. Overquill, KOs, Haunter with crunch. Okay. Terra Captain gone, super fast Mon gone. We have a spike up still. Nothing outspeeds me. And we got in the Intimidate before the Guard Dog Okie Dokie potentially. So, still not hating our positioning. We have been very tit for tat. I think we still have a little bit more out of it with a spike up. Overquill should be faster than everything on Uzi's side of the field. Crunch will do good for Slow King. Crunch for Sand Slash. Liquidation on Sandaconda. Probably Liquidation on Okie Dokie if I had to go for it. Lots of setup. Lots of setup. Which, I mean, we have the same too. We just have found ourselves a little bit playing on the back foot for that. So I think we're okay. Here comes Rain. That's going to be the Okie Dokie. Gonna take a little bit of spikes damage. Actually, max speed Okie Dokie, we are not faster than. Gunk Shot does 35 to 42. Liquidation has the chance for the defense drop. I'm gonna go for Liquidation here. All right, Overquill KOs itself with Life Orb Recoil. And this is bulk up Okie Dokie. Lots of defense everywhere. My goodness. Okay. Rotom is faster. And we could get a nice Will-O-Wisp off, provided it's not like Lumberry or something. It probably has knockoff, so I don't want to go out into... Actually, Okie Dokie. So we saw that... We saw that Overquill was faster than Okie Dokie, so maybe we do go out into Zestial here and just go for a Strength Sap. Just to lower the attack, right? That's kind of where my head's at. Clear Amulet, maybe? Nope, no Clear Amulet. It's going to be back down to neutral. Goes for Crunch. All right, that's going to pop our Keyberry, which is great. We're going to get the defense boost. It also gives us our Unburden as well. I will go for another Strength Sap here. We're at 31%. So yeah, after a Strength Sap, getting back up, we should be able to take the then -1 Crunch. Only doing 25 to 20. 27 to 32 from -1 Okie Dokie. And Strength Sapping anything will be good. We'll be able to Shadow Ball the Slow King, get good damage off on some other stuff. We've got some good damage off on Okie Dokie. Here comes Gintoki, which is the Slow King. Okay. Now, I don't know if I want this thing to get paralyzed, right? Actually, I am faster, so what is preventing me from just going for a Calm Mind here? Scald. Okay. I'll take a burn. +1 Shadow Ball is doing... a lot to this thing, I feel like, right? I'm faster than everything, so I'll be able to get a nice little Strength Sap off of pretty much everything. Great damage. Great damage. That was a crit, too. Wow. Okay. Future Sight. Okay. Future Sight. Yeah, I just Shadow Ball here. Get +1 damage off on something. I could go for an Air Slash, maybe. Withdraws. All right. Goes down to the Okie Dokie here. +1. Actually, +1 Shadow Ball might knock this thing out. It does. Okay. Drifblim KOs. Okie Dokie. Shadow Ball. Future Sight's coming out this turn, so I need to Strength Sap something, right? Here comes Don Snake, which is the Sandaconda. Yeah, I just Strength Sap you, right? Make sure I live whatever, like, Stone Edge you want to go for, anything along those lines. Yeah, you'll be at -1 now. I'll be at a really good amount of health. Here's Stone Edge. Brings down to 310. Here's the Future Sight. It's down to 154. Okay. And leftovers on that. Okay. So -1. Stone Edge should not be doing too much. I have a good opportunity to just go for a... let's go for another Strength Sap. Just make sure he stays down. All right, 228. Perfect. So now I just go for Air Slashes, right? Air Slashes for Flinch or Shadowed Balls for the SPDF drop. Yeah, it's doing... That's pretty SPDF. Misses a Stone Edge. Okay. It's 3 Stone Edges. You got 5 left. I guess I'll just go for a Strength Sap here. Just to get back up, keep it down. So Key Berry ended up working out overall, which is good because I definitely thought there was going to be a knockoff. I definitely thought knockoff on Okie Dokie was going to be the strat there, but we just, as long as we play it safe with Drifblim, we should be in a pretty good spot to do stuff from here. You know, Sand Slash is a little bit of an issue, but I'm faster. I can always Strength Sap it. You know, I just need to be at a good amount of HP to take like an Ice Shard. Yeah, not having Haunter around being able to like punish this thing is feeling really good. There's Stone Edge. 3-3. Okay, we're above half now. Yeah, I think especially with the crit on Slowking, I think we just go for the I think we just toss up Air Slashes until this thing goes down. Get a flinch. Okay. Little lucky in this exchange. Obviously, there's a Stone Edge that missed. We can Theory Mon if that was going to you know, crit me during that point or something along those lines, but I think we're in an okay position to just do as much damage as we can to this thing. Oh, Rest Shed Skin. Okay. Shed Skin activates. Okay. I'll go for a Calm Mind here. We've seen 4 Stone Edges come out. Foil. Okay. So what? -2? Still at -2. Okay. I'll just go for an Air Slash here. At +2, I feel like it should be a 2-hit KO based on how much damage +1 was doing. But even then, we're still doing pretty good, all things considered. I think Shadow Ball on the next turn. Depending. All right, so he's back down to -1, so I think it might be a good opportunity for us just to Strength Sap. Put him back down to -2. Very especially defensive, by the way, on this thing. Stone Edge, there's 5. There's a crit. There's a crit he was fishing for. Respect it. I respect it. What you play for. I'll strength step again, get as much as I can back off of this. Put him down to -3. All right, there's 6. Should have 2 left. Go for an air slash flinch here. That was big. That was a big one. Getting a little lucky in this exchange. I will not disown that. We are getting a little lucky in this exchange. Go for Shadow Ball to knock out the Sandaconda. Drifblim KOs Sandaconda with Shadow Ball. Okay. I feel like Sand Slash, if it has Ice Shard, has to come in here. I just want to see if I live the... Like, if I go for a Strength Stab on this thing, if I live the Triple Axle over the Ice Shard. Here comes the Alone Sand Slash. Take Spikes damage. I am at 22%. Max attack. Max attack. Adamant Ice Shard would knock me out from here. I will go for a Strength Step just in case. Does not have it. Okay. This will be a -1 best case scenario triple axle. Icicle Spear. Okay. $37 to $45. If that's loaded dice. I'll go for another one here just to make sure. There's the next one. Another 4 times. So either he's getting really lucky or very unlucky with the loaded dice. So if I'm at 45%, Icicle Spear 2-shots me from here. I will go for a Shadow Ball. Oh. Oh, I was calculating for HP and special defense there. Okay. Drifblim KOs the Alone Sand Slash, and I think Drifblim finishes it up here. There it is. We'll Shadow Ball the Slowking here, and that is going to be, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a very strong start. A very strong start to our run this season. Beautiful. Drifblim KOs Slowking. That is a 4-0 victory. Starting us off right. Pokemon 4 Glory, ladies and gentlemen.